All right, welcome back. It's time for us to talk technology. Consumer tech segment is next, and Stephen Nasebudi has joined us in the studio, and we're going to be talking how to understanding smart home technology. Stephen, good morning.
Good morning, Cookie.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Fantastic.
Good morning, Cookie.
Good morning, Stephen.
Good to see all of you.
Yes,
Yeah,
good to
it's
see
good
you
to have
too.
you here.
Thank
All right,
you.
so take us into it.
All right, smart homes.
Yes.
The last time we talked about baby tech.
Yes.
Smart homes basically is how we've introduced technology into gadgets that you use at home. Technology from connectivity, as in wireless, from internet to Internet of Things to AI and all that. So just let's watch this video.
Okay. Let's take a look.
5 things you need to know about Shorewave CM336 series battery-powered wireless no-touch switches. Number 1. A new battery-powered wireless switch. Camden CM336 smart wireless switches are the newest member of our Shorewave family of touchless switches, offering superior performance and long battery life. Shorewave switches feature Camden's exclusive sensor and wireless technology. These smart switches have an input and logic to connect to a request-to-exit device or door position switch. Number 2. Proven wireless technology. CM336 series switches feature Camden's 915 MHz laser point RF spread.
Okay. Yes, so Stephen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, we've seen how, for example, in home security, a lot of people have installed cameras that they manage and monitor from their phone, for example, from remote. So you, for example, Kweku, if somebody turns up at your door, let's say your daughter is in touch, she turns up at your door, from remote, you can let her into the house by just controlling the door from there. Somebody gets around your house, is there an intruder, you can play an alarm from your phone so that, I mean, it will ward them off, or the police would hear it and go back. So these are the various things. Same with this, I mean, Amazon Echo, for example, is used to manage the home, the turn of the light, turn on lights, dim lights, control even the temperature, control various things. So this is how technology has been introduced into the home. And we're going to look at how we are embracing this, in particular in Ghana. What are some of the challenges we have in using some of these?
Why do you think this technology has become so popular, especially in other jurisdictions?
I think it's popular, one, for convenience. I mean, normal people, imagine leaving your home and leaving the lights on, for example.
Yes.
Because if you're going to turn on the lights. In Europe also, for example, during the winter time, it turns dark earlier than sometime by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it's dark already. So they use these to turn on the lights, for example, automatically from home, because it uses AI and uses, I mean, other sensors. So automatically will turn on. It's programmed, and by automation, the light comes on. Same way you wake up in the morning, you leave home when it's still dark. By the time the sun is out, we do that. In fact, there's even technology that can pull the curtain.
Oh, wow.
You when you're home. It's all programmed. So it's automation that we're bringing into it. That's the technology, automation from wireless technology, Internet of Things, all those things.
I like the convenience factor, because people are so busy these days. You leave early to go to work, you come back late. You know, if you can just click a button on your phone and everything works.
That's one. There's also security. Those who are employed on security gadgets, because I mean, you can never trust your security guards enough. But here's if you install, we all know the Ring, I mean, doorbell, for example, and other cameras. You can install them, and once you have them, you can monitor from anywhere, record some for 3 hours, 5 hours of data, so you can monitor it. I know people who are in Europe, they've got their homes here, but because they don't trust the caretakers, they monitor it from there,
from over there.
So that's another way that, I mean, we're embracing this. Plus, it's even cost saving as well.
Really?
Because, I mean, talking about the electricity one, where you're using it to control the lights and all of that, it means your lights are not going to be left on. Like when I travel, I have to leave my lights on, the outside lights on for, let's say, a week. Otherwise, in the night, the place will be dark. But if I had a system like that, I could program when the lights will come on and when they will go off.
That's interesting. So, but then in terms of initial setup cost and everything else, because I'm sure that's probably what is like a prohibitive, thing for some people. How do you get into it if you really want to,
It depends on the gadgets you use. Yeah, it will cost a bit upfront, but once you have it, then it means, I mean, over a period, you don't need to spend on all those things. So that's the challenge.
Okay.
But for me, if you can invest in it initially, that's fine. The challenge, if we can talk about the challenges we have in Ghana, for example, connectivity is still an issue.
Of course.
A lot of these things depend on the internet.
Depends on stable internet.
I mean, places like East Legon Hills, which are prime areas that people are moving there, connectivity there is not great. So it will mean that you can't rely on the system. That's one. Number two, even the way we build, our developers don't build with these in mind, so they don't even install the cables and other things there for you. If you only install, let's say, security doors, for example, with cameras and smart locks and things, it will mean you have to remove the door. You have to probably break the wall again and install these. So these are not considered when we are designing even our properties. So that's a big challenge.
But you know, I find it interesting though that a lot of our telcos, generally speaking, don't move quickly into spaces that you see it's obvious that there's a whole new enclave of tens of thousands of people are moving to an area, and then for years the connectivity is terrible. I'm like, why? Because it makes sense. You're making cool chop money from there.
I don't think it's just the telcos. We don't plan properly and we don't think ahead. For example, there's no reason why, you were just talking about Swami. Look at the Swami economy. There's no reason why Swami should have bad roads. The amount of traffic that goes, the number of people that go there with SUVs, whatever, why should Swami have bad roads? Same as the industrial area.
Oh my goodness.
The economy there, the amount of money we bring, but we don't plan Tema motorway. If we decide to shut down the Tema motorway now, the whole economy will.
It's true.
So that's it. So it's not just the telcos, but again, that's why our programs like this, so we can give them tips to start planning. Plan with some of these things. We often say in my industry, doing data-driven decision making. So you look at the data, you look at the trends and all of that, and say, okay, in 5 years' time, this is going to happen possibly in this area. So let's invest in planting. Then we'll reap the rewards when it happens.
Especially since we keep talking about digitalization and there's this big push. This could be part of the conversation. But do we have people with the expertise and know-how to not only install these kind of gadgets, to maintain them and to keep up with the latest trends in the technology?
We do have a few around. The problem is that we don't have the high-level ones. For example, if you want to really take it far, there are even shower, speakers that you can have, so that the speaker is powered by the shower pressure. So while you are showering, you'll be listening to your music.
I think that's
another level.
I think we should take a look at the first video that we had wanted to bring you.
Okay.
Let's take a look at that video.
Shower pressure.
What is a smart home? It's never forgetting to turn off a device. It's giving you peace of mind. It's keeping your family safe. It's providing the best entertainment. It's keeping you connected.
Interesting.
Shall some of us
Smart homes. Wow. And everything's smart. Really.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It's just planning and building the home with this in mind, so the connectivity, and even I was just saying that the sprinkler, for example, So you go on holiday and you don't want your grass to go, brown. You can set it up, automation. It starts sprinkling when, and it saves also on water. We can even determine the amount of water it should use. I mean, if we can watch, there's another video. Let's watch the Amazon Echo.
Amazon Echo?
That's a basic one for a lot of people.
Okay.
And that's a lot of things around the house.
All right, let's take a look at that.
Amazon Echo.
Hi there.
And some of Echo's first customers. Echo is a device designed around your voice. Simply say Alexa and ask a question or give a command.
Alexa, how many tablespoons are in 3/4 cup?
3/4 cups is 12 tablespoons.
Echo is connected to Alexa, a cloud-based voice service, so it can help out with all sorts of useful information right when you need it.
To me, it's, bringing technology from Iron Man, Tony Stark's house into your own.
Echo can hear you from anywhere in the room, so it's always ready to help.
I can have the water running, I can be cooking, the TV can be on in the back room, and she still can hear me.
It can create shopping lists.
Alexa, add waffles to my shopping list.
Provide news.
From NPR News in Washington.
Control lights.
Alexa, turn on the lights.
We use it to set timers. We use that feature all the time, and that's one that's specifically helpful, I think, uniquely to blind people.
Calendars.
Today at 1 p.m. there's lunch with Madeline.
And much more.
Alexa, how's traffic?
For Jose's commute, the fastest route takes about 18 minutes.
You can even reorder from your Amazon shopping history by simply asking Alexa.
The Prime reordering is when you can ask Alexa to order something that you've already ordered through your Prime account.
Stream music from Pandora, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Prime Music.
We use music a lot.
And listen to your favorite audiobooks from Audible.
In the years since I'd first started reading Artie's missives,
with its advanced audio design, Echo fills any room with immersive sound. And she's kind of funny.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the bubblegum cross the road? Because it was stuck to the chicken's foot.
The Echo app is useful for keeping track of to-do lists and other info on your device.
What's great is that, for example, if I want to read exactly what's on my to-do list that I added through the Echo, I can also access it even if I'm not at home.
Echo is always learning new skills.
We actually discovered that we can teach Alexa to learn my accent. Alexa, add Nescafe on my shopping list.
I have added Nescafe to your shopping list.
And becoming part of the family.
Alexa, what's the chance of rain?
There's an 80% chance of rain.
The Echo is a tool that we use to keep our household functioning.
Okay, boot and boom.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Alexa, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Alexa, host the show for us.
Yes, Alexa, kindly host the show.
Yeah, and based on how Alexa, how it's learned how you run the show,
mannerisms,
run the show
for you.
Ask the right questions, the way you ask your questions.
Artificial intelligence is
yes.
scary, but it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, but here you see how we're just using a gadget to run the home, add to the shopping list.
I was particularly excited about the blind couple that were there, and then they have.
They don't need a carer.
No,
it manages everything.
We take for granted. Imagine people have that where you've got a smart device that can just simplify your life.
Yeah.
Oh,
for a lot of homes, they start with something like this or the Google Assistant.
Yes.
So they will start with these, and it manages everything in the house. I mean, I've seen some homes where, not in Ghana but elsewhere, where there's even a Hoover, which is,
it goes.
So it moves all the corners everywhere.
Wow. So what are some of the top smart gadgets for 2022?
There's one, for example, which is like a bed, and it's also like a sofa. So it's a virtual living room, well, not virtual, but it's a living room basically. So the bed has different compartments. So once you wake up in the morning, you can take them off and then set them up as like sofa and it converts to a living room. It has Bluetooth and has internet in the side, but so you can even work from your bed, do all of that. It has a charger, all those things.
Wow.
Okay, a quick question though.
Yes.
With all of this, all the gadgets and everything you bring, security. I know a lot of people, with Alexa complain that, okay, because Alexa does listen so much, they think their privacy could be at risk, or what information is being stored by the parent companies for these products. There's been a lot of issues about that, hacking
and accessing people's data.
And all of that. So how do you know that you're secure and that you're not being watched, Big Brother isn't watching or listening to what you're doing? And then does it make people a bit antisocial when they've got gadgets that can kind of do so much, so they don't, instead of people, and you don't have to go out so much because you can just say, Alexa, order pizza for me, and it's delivered, so just the security implications and the social aspect of it as well, and social interaction.
I'll start with the antisocial bit. That's true. I mean, if you've used it, it makes you antisocial because you're so attached to it, and it runs almost your entire life. For example, we saw a woman trying to bake, then was asking Alexa the question. Otherwise, she would have, let's say, called a friend or neighbor to say, hey, I'm baking.
Her mother or called somebody.
So, I mean, that's taken away. So that's a problem. The security part is always going to be there. And it's no different from using your phone or using your laptop. Just be mindful. If it's personal data, don't share it. So let's be mindful, because the hackers are always going to stay ahead of the tech, companies. And they will always blackmail, or they will hack to just make money or whatever. So just be mindful. Don't share your data. For example, those who have smart speakers in the house, for example, so in every room you hear the same music and all of that. If you are going to use, let's say, Apple Music to do that, make sure that you're changing your password and stuff regularly, because otherwise we've seen them hacking into iTunes and hacking in celebrities' accounts. So it's the same thing.
It's there.
Just be mindful.
What got me was when the man was saying that even when the shower is on, there's
it
still hears him. So what's it? She's hearing a lot.
It's hearing a lot.
It's hearing a lot.
It's early in the day.
I know what it's happening. No.
It's hearing everything.
I'm interested in talking about this one. Wait. So sounds of joy and excitement and all of that.
All those things.
Alexa is hearing.
Because it's artificial intelligence. It learns from how much information it's inputted and it produces it. So if you're speaking, making those noises, those sounds, it stores them.
And it will start suggesting things to you based on what it's heard.
Oi.
Why do I say it?
Okay, so one of the things that I find fascinating about artificial intelligence is how that we can have a conversation, okay? And it happened to me yesterday. So it's very fresh and very spooky. So I was thinking about a song. Everybody's got a story, right? So I literally went to YouTube and I typed everybody, and the first line was everybody's got a story. I was like,
It's like you can read your mind.
No, I'm like, stop it already. I mean, how on earth? Why not everybody, whatever else? But why? What? Yeah, exactly.
Hates Chris.
Why everybody hates Chris? Why not that? But
Raymond.
why? Everybody's got a story. I just mentioned it once, and I went to go and look for the song, and that's the first cue that comes. Everybody's got a story. That's spooky.
Very spooky. But it's using predictive analysis, all those things, and looking at, maybe it's not just you, but it's looking at the trends, what people are searching for. So it uses that to predict that and suggest that to you.
I agree, it's scary. It happens and I'm like,
Another scary one is switch off your phone. Carry your phone with you. Go around town all day. In the evening, switch your phone back on. Your phone still has a record of everywhere you've been. That's now next level scary. How is that possible?
I mean, he's using a tracker.
But the phone is off.
I know. It doesn't have to be on. It doesn't have to be on.
And in some ways, with that one, sometimes I'm like, so it knows everywhere I'm going. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's good for trace. If somebody needs to find me for whatever reason, then they can trace your movement. But it's also, it's like a double-edged sword, So
it's one of the reasons why elsewhere kids are not allowed, even when they are of age, they're not allowed to take their phones to school. Well, the phone tracks their movement, and all these perverts, whatever, can know where the kids are, what time they get home, how they get home, all those things, and then
becomes a whole thing. Yeah. But technology is doing amazing things. We have to catch up, as they say.
I think the pluses are enormous. I mean, because I often say it enables us to enjoy life, enables us to save, all those things. But we have to be cautious because the exposure sometimes can be too much and becomes...
I guess in many ways it's like the introduction of the automobile, really. It brought all these amazing pluses. You didn't have to trek, 20 miles to go get something, whatever. All those pluses that came. But then you also have to learn the inherent dangers that exist within, that new introduction, and then how to be safe. And then we came up with driving defensively and all those kinds of things. And so I guess, as we move along, some of these
some may even tell you that we
safety
are
measures will
unfit now because every short distance we want to get in the car.
Get into a vehicle.
Right? I mean, we're reluctant to walk.
Yeah, so there's a downside to that.
Or like the lifts.
Yeah.
And it's true. We rely on gadgets a lot these days, even to think for us. So you don't really. Sometimes you just take like you can just say to the gadget, "Tell me what this means," or "Do this," and so a bit of learning.
Mine is handwriting. Two things have ruined my handwriting: the piano and the phone.
Okay. You used to write a lot?
Write a lot. Was taught proper handwriting. Proper like primary school, taught proper handwriting. But because I hardly write.
Okay.
It's true.
My teachers gave up on me. The handwriting, everything they teach, still, the thing is not working.
But I know what you mean. It's hard even to get the kids to write these days. They always want to be on a gadget. You have to forcibly say no. Right. It's like I think a day will come where writing becomes a bit almost like a skill.
An obsolete skill.
Like
I mean, because some people still love, the look of the handwriting.
Calligraphy.
Now there are even apps that allow you to be able to mimic your handwriting. Let's say if you're writing sending a greeting card, for example. So it will look like
mimic the flow of the
You just write a few, scribble a few things, and it will mimic those, and then write it.
Interesting. All right. Well, Stephen, thank you very much.
Thank you
for enlightening us on this subject.
Thank you.
Stephen Asebwedi is a digital marketing consultant, and he's brought us, very insightful discussion today on understanding smart home technology.